I got somebody different, guys. I got somebody from TikTok, one of my favorite TikTokers. I have Duprii3 with me. Let's welcome him.
Everybody.
What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just waiting to see what's up. And then, I'm ready to see what Nikki got to say on Cream Radio.
I forgot. Yeah, she coming out with Queen Radio. I got to tune into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got you here to torture you because I've been seeing a lot of. I've been getting to TikTok lately way more than I have in like the past month. I was not fucking with TikTok
I wasn't
ever, and I've
at
had a
first
con.
either. I wasn't even going to make videos, but I was like, I just want to get my opinion. So I just started doing that.
Okay, so why don't you help me out with saying or telling me about yourself? Like, who is Duprii3?
Well, my real name is Draylon, but my middle name is Duprii. So I just go by Duprii. And basically, I'm just somebody who want to get a opinion. And it all started with giving my opinion because I just see shit and how the media, especially the media that's this color, they just do us so wrong. So I just want to, have a platform so we could say what we wanted to say.
Okay, great. So where are you from?
I'm originally from Waterloo, Iowa, but I tell people I'm from Louisiana because that's where I grew up from.
Okay, how was it like growing up in Louisiana?
Fun. We had fun. I met a lot of good people. It was fun. the
Okay, great. So how was it like growing up for you in high school? Like, were you popular? Were you like the outcast, but like the popular outcast that everybody wants to be friends with? But
I was friends with everybody. Like I would say, definitely popular. Like I didn't have beef with anybody, or like if I did, it was like bitch, wasn't nobody fucking with us. I had nobody touch me. I didn't fight nobody. Like I was cool with everybody. My 10th, no, my junior year, no, was it? No, my 10th grade year, I got expelled and had to go to a different school on the other side of town. Made friends with everybody, so it was cool.
you made it seem like you went to a different prison.
I
I know
was
school is like prison.
I was at an ombudsman school, alternative school, for like a couple months, and then I went to a whole nother school on a different side of town.
Okay. What was that like for you? Was you was like, I don't want to be here? Was it just like, fuck it?
With the alternative school,
Mm-hmm.
it was fun. We everything was on computer. It was this course called E2020. Y'all probably don't know about that in New York, but down south they got like E2020. It's just online courses. It was easy. You finish your stuff before the kids in regular school do.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yep. And then I went back to school my 11th grade year, and I thought I was gonna have a lot of problems at that school because it was known for being a bad school and fights and all that. Nope, I had a blast. Good time.
Okay. So did you end up, you graduated what year? 2018, right?
Yeah.
I'm 2016, so I'm 2 years ahead of you.
Yep. Same year as my sister.
Yeah, so we all in the same generation. No
Yep.
wonder we all got common. No wonder common sense is just.
It's in
I guess
us.
we're the last coming up.
It's in us.
Yep. So have you ever thought about being on reality TV?
I did want to do Bad Boys. Like me and my friend always talked about doing that back before whatever the fuck's going on now with the stuff. Because now I just feel like that's completely not even original to like when I imagine Bad Boys Club, it was like the original Bad Girls Club. But I don't know. I feel like they have just rebranded and made it terrible. Baddies South and Bad Boys Club. It's just like I be watching it and I be like, what is the premise of the show? Like with Bad Girls Club, you understood why they was there. They was trying to win some money. Why are the baddies there? What's the why? Why are everybody in the house? Why is everybody fighting? Like there is no reason. Like I don't understand the show. It was just a bad remake. And I
Yeah. So
Bad Boys, it was just a bunch of fighting. It's like, what is the goal of the show? Why is everybody in the house together? Why is everybody living together? What are they doing together? Like, why is everybody there instead of they just fighting?
yeah, and then another thing that everybody pointed out that was a huge like slap in our faces was that Natalie had put out the auditions or put out a post of people auditions, and I know they got over like 1 million people, and little
Choosing
did we know the cast was already picked before she even had made that. Now I already knew. I already know when it's now. I already know it's for sure. I already know what's coming. She already has her mind made up. This is all just for free promo to use in her little game,
right.
and all the stupid people fell for it. Well, no, I'm not gonna say they stupid because the first time it's just like you never know. But
Mm-hmm.
then when we seen the first season, it was just kind of like it's given social influencers club instead of actual bad boys club.
That's what me and my best friend was saying. We was like, what was the point of getting a whole bunch of people already know? When they did the Bad Girls Club original, it wasn't people we knew. We grew to love them and their personality off of their character on the show, not because we already knew them on the show. Like, why did you get a bunch of people that have already garnered some type of success or some type of notoriety? The whole point of Bad Girls Club, these people got known for being on this show, and it was supposed to open them up to bigger careers and opportunities. You already got people on there that already have these opportunities. Like, what's the point?
Especially when you advertise, like, I want to give other boys a chance. I'm like, you just gave people who already had chance after chance after chance.
Exactly.
I'm just like, and then the thing about it was like the age. Like, there's people that was 40 on there and with a house of 21-year-olds and mostly 33-year-olds. And
And
I'm
they
just
can't
like,
why they're there. They cannot tell you what's the point of them all being there. Well, like they keep saying to make money, to get the bag. How? What are y'all doing?
mm. Have you thought about what is your opinions on the Bobby Light show on Zeus?
I don't watch it, so I can't have no opinions,
Oh,
honestly. I don't really watch Zeus stuff. I just see that because I see the baddies in the Bad Boys Club because it'd be so viral.
okay. So, what's your opinion on Baddies West?
Is that the one with the
Stunner
which one?
Girl.
Oh, I mean, I like it for the drama and the mess and the fighting because be real, that's why all of us tune in. But once again, why are they all in the house together? What are they doing there? What is the purpose? Like, at least had them do some challenges and at least, like, in Bad Girls Club, they used to have the therapist come in and talk to the girls and get through it. Like, Natalie is not a good, like, she just, I don't know, child. I just feel like it could have been so much greater. She just got a bunch of girls together and just said, okay, we're going to put y'all in the house. Let's just create a bunch of drama. Tommy be doing absolutely too much for me. I didn't like when she popped off on Low and said, you think you deserve to get more than me? Bitch, calm down. Low has been on TV just as long as you. I don't know if you've seen that clip, but they was arguing about like how much they should get paid.
Yeah, that's when she was
Tommy,
yelling, "I'm a special guest" and blah blah. Yeah,
yeah, and
I seen
Tommy
that.
thought she should get more. Baby, you haven't been on TV longer than Low London, so don't try to play in Low London's face like she's just some new bitch. No, she's not new. She's been on this show. She's been had fame, and well, I wouldn't say fame, but she's been a socialite. So you can't play and act like you should be getting more than her. Bitch, we know her more than you.
Do you believe that the whole money when Natalie bought the money out? Did you believe like? Do you believe that that her and Tommy took more off the rack and then just gave the rest to the girls, or that was literally the entire money for their booking?
I don't know. I can't even speak on it. I don't know. I can't even speak. It's not mine. I'm not a part of it. I don't know. But I just feel like Natalie needs to stop speaking about how much money she has because it's not showing with your work and what you're putting out here. Because why is these girls sleeping on bunk beds?
So you don't think Natalie's a good EP? You think somebody else should
Absolutely
be EP of
not.
the show?
I feel like if you're gonna be EP, why are you so much involved? Like, no, I don't feel like she's a good EP. I feel like she had a good idea. I feel like she has the resources to put it together, but she cannot execute it the proper way.
Okay. Do you feel like there was a reason for Krishan to be on this season?
Absolutely not. And I hate that everybody was kissing her ass and acting like they were so scared of her. It was just so freaking ridiculous. I'm like, why are y'all acting like she's the big dog? And then she kept saying, what was she saying? I run this show or something. What was she saying?
When she was arguing with Lo,
Yeah, she was like, I
I
come on.
this is my show or something like that,
Yes,
or I.
oh, this is not your show. And I honestly feel like, girl, you just fight people. You attack people. You don't fight people when they're ready. Go square to square with a bitch.
I mean, she did that with Persuasion the second round, and we've seen how that
But I don't have no faith in persuasion. And about persuasion,
happened.
and, and,
This
and
is so professional of me. This is so funny.
I'm sorry. And
Cause
then
you
look,
say all the things that I really can't say.
okay. And look, my thing with persuasion and low is I hate that they came back and had to lose fights. I'm not gonna say get beat up because it's not like that shit was wrong in my book. She snuck them. People try to say it wasn't a sneak, it was a sneak to me. But anyways, I feel like y'all left the original show with the legacy and being able to say that ain't nobody whoop y'all ass. Y'all come back to do a miniature version, a bootleg, terrible version, and get your ass beat. Like I hate that for them. I hate that they have to come and fight Krishan ass or get fought by Krishan ass, should I say?
Okay, so what made you want it to be more involved in TikTok? Like, what would you like? Okay, let me do this video. If it blows up, whatever the case may be, like, what made you want to do that?
I never was trying to blow up. I was just trying to do videos. My whole entire goal in doing TikTok was to make money, but I was having problems getting into the creator fund, so I'm not even in that. So I'm just trying to see how to make money from social media. And like I said, I'm gonna get money, make money from my opinion. Because if you can make money from giving your opinion, that's the best job in the world. People just want to know what you gotta say.
Now, when it comes to giving your opinion, and I've, dealt with this before, everybody's not always going to agree with you. Some people are always going to agree with you, and I've noticed that when it comes to the creator, the majority of the people under the post is going to agree with them because it's people that are really their fans or their supporters, as I should say. So, do you
True.
sometimes feel like it could be a little biased just because they're your supporters? Have you ever asked somebody like, "Well, I understand what you're saying, but I don't really agree with you, but we can agree to disagree." But I
No,
understand what you're saying.
it be people in my comments all the time to tell me they don't agree, and I'd be like, "That's good. You shouldn't agree with everything I say." Or people will be like, "This is the first thing I'd agree with. I don't agree with," and I'd be like, "Well, I'm shocked that this is the first thing. We should all not be thinking the same thing." But I don't know. I feel like I give majority of the time the smart opinion.
Okay. Because there's some things you say that I don't agree with, and there's some things that you say that I
Right.
do agree with. But I
Right.
still, it's not like, oh, he tripping. I'm like, that's just his opinion, just like everybody else that does TikTok and all these other videos. Everybody's allowed their opinion. I'll give an example. Like, I don't know if you watch South Central Baddies, but on Now That's TV. Yeah, I wouldn't. But I've been going back and forth with some of the people on the comments because some people are blind to see and want to pick and choose what they want to see versus what's really there because it's their fave. So do you believe that people like pick and choose by what they want to see to protect their fave or
Oh,
but versus by what they see?
oh, definitely. You see it with Nicki Minaj all the time. This shit going on with Cardi B is a perfect example, and which is why I made my videos. Imagine if, and I hate to bring this up, but bitch, it's the truth. Imagine if Nicki Minaj said she drugged and robbed anybody. They would nail her to the cross. They be trying to nail her to the cross about shit that her brother did. That don't got nothing to do with her. But y'all bring that shit up against her. Now everybody know that Jennifer is lying on Kenneth and got that on video, and y'all still nail her to the cross about that. Imagine had Nikki got up as a black woman and said she drugged and robbed anybody. We wouldn't hear the end of it. I just don't understand how Cardi can get away with everything. But hey, she does. I ain't tripping. I'm just gonna speak on what's the truth.
So do you feel like with Jennifer recanting her statement, do you feel like when people recant their statement, do you feel like they're kind of forced to because when they're dealing with people that are so high that they can basically like demolish their lives? Or do you feel like people just recant their statements because they're lying? Because when it comes to victims, it's just,
Well, I
like
was referring to the video that I seen of her when she didn't know she was being recorded on FaceTime saying that she tried to tell the judge that, hey, I lied, blase, blase, but they were saying, have you seen that video?
hmm
Well, I was referring to that video. So I'm like, well, that's clear. Like, she didn't know she was being recorded. That's clear evidence. Like, you said you lied. And then it's the bigger thing. Why wait till he gets with Nicki Minaj? If you feel some type of way, if it's not just, and I hate to say it's a money grab, but from the evidence that we have, it's like, why would you just come now and ask for 20 million? Why you ain't been trying to sue this man?
see when it comes to celebrity stuff like that, I don't really get involved. I'm not invested in all of this like how do they say like a pop culture stuff. I see stuff and I was like,
I,
okay, and just move
I,
along. Cause
I keep up with it because I report on it.
Mhm. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I let y'all do that for my own entertainment. Sometimes I feel like you know what, and it's like sometimes I feel like with TikTok. Do you feel like people with TikTok can gain knowledge more from TikTok and certain people's videos versus like the news?
Um, I do because the news is not really telling us things that we need to hear. It's so much stuff and so much stuff that I find out on TikTok, and I be like, why is this not getting talked about on national news? Why we don't know about this everywhere? Like what's going on with the Americans? What's going on with our current currency? Like, why is that not
Right.
How are we finding out about this on TikTok? Why are y'all banning TikToks? And then I don't even want to get into the whole gun situation and the banning guns because it's like I want them to, but then again, it's like I don't because we still need that protection as citizens. But it's also like we can't keep letting these babies die in school. It's just a very tough situation. So I try not to speak on that.
So when you do TikTok, do you feel like you more so want to lean into more like videos that could help other people and get the common sense across or the message, or is it kind of just like a free for all, like fuck it?
That's what no, I always try to like in all my videos, like if I'm going to be presenting people with something and giving an opinion, I'm most likely and not even most likely always going to have facts or whatever. Like I'll have a video, I'll have proof of whatever I'm saying. Just like I'm speaking on this Jennifer Huff thing, I would never speak on this if I didn't see that video. If that video was out, I wouldn't, I wouldn't have nothing to stand on. But you on video saying you lied, so it's like if that wasn't out, you would never hear me speak on it. I would believe you if that video wasn't out. So it's like it just all comes with evidence. If there's evidence and it can be proven or not even proven, but if it seems like it's in this, I'm gonna bring that to the people so we can make a decision.
So what was your first video that went viral that you woke up just like, oh shit, I think I could do this?
Well, my first video that went viral was a video about it was just like a funny little video. A girl was like, "Why y'all always eating? Like food is so good." And then I said, "I know, right?" And I just picked up, and that went real viral. But my first video that went like viral as far as like giving commentary on hip hop culture, I don't even know. It was probably like a video about Nicki Minaj or something or Cardi B. It was probably one of those videos or something.
So when I first got into you, when I was first introduced to you, when I was starting to get into more TikTok because I was bored with the other apps, I came across this video and it was you. And I remember you saying, now I'm all here for everybody's opinions, and everybody can have that. And I'm all for that because opinions can be fair game. But sadly, they're not. Y'all have picks and chooses. So let's get into the sweetie situation.
Right.
Megan Stallion has over 30 million followers, and
Mm-hmm.
she was only able to sell 100,000 copies or less than that in the first week.
Mm-hmm.
This is a woman who has a three-time Grammy nomination, has
Mm-hmm.
30 million followers, and
Yeah.
only sold less than 100,000 copies. But y'all dragging Sweetie about it. But we can sit here and talk about album sales all day long, but y'all don't. Y'all pick and choose who y'all want to clown. Then
Exactly.
a video of Cardi B comes up, and this lady is a prime example of how y'all pick and choose who y'all want to come because she's not done no tours. She only had one album, which was damn near 20 years ago. Nicki
Right.
Minaj has put out an album with songs we already knew from 10 years ago, and it's still doing good. She's scared of seeing them numbers. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I said, let me check him out.
And that's just my opinion.
I,
That's
I,
how I feel.
I
And
mean, no,
she responded to that on Twitter. She responded and had a whole little rant and all that to my little video on TikTok. It's like she said, "Okay, well, let me shut up." Okay, it's been months. You still ain't did nothing.
did the Barbs come for you? Not the Barbs, the Barty gang or whatever.
They always come for me. And then like I just made a video about her, with this predator situation. I haven't made a video about Cardi B in months. Cardi B doesn't, she's not in the media heavy like she used to be. So there's no point in me to just be dry ass talking about her. I make this video because this situation is very viral, and I agree with what she said about the predator situation. But they're coming at me because I still bring up the fact that she's also a predator. If you drug and rob people, that's preying on people. To prey on people means you're a predator. They keep trying to make it seem like predator is just sexual acts, and that's a big part of being a predator. But there's more than one type of predator. And that's all I was saying. They keep trying to make it seem like I'm making them the two. No, they are not the same. One is way up here and one is way down here. But let's not act like, a predator ain't a predator. And that's why I brought up the whole, and people be like, why are you bringing up the Jennifer Huff? I don't want to talk about her. I'm just bringing that up because I knew you would ask me about this. They try to say, Barty Gang keep coming in my comments and keep trying to say, but Nikki husband, but Nikki brother. Why? Y'all keep trying to bring up Nikki husband. Y'all seen that video of Jennifer saying that what she said. So it's like y'all don't want to acknowledge stuff like that. So it's like I don't even speak on it no more because once I make the video and it's out there, it's like what can y'all say? Like they always just don't see that type of stuff.
Now I remember I came across a video that you did, and I remember it was a video saying that Cardi B was gonna sue TikToker Duprii. You were like, I never got no the source in no type of mailbox. And if she did try to, she can't toxicate me because if she did, all she gonna get is a car note and some rent. That's
Right.
it.
Right now, I will be up one day, okay? Okay? But I'm
I
still like,
hear
ain't
that.
no reason. Mm-hmm. If you sue me, you're gonna have to sue me, and then also you have to prove malice. There is not nothing you could say that I ever came at Cardi B with, and it was just because I'm bullying her or talking about her or just talking down on her. Everything I have said, I bring up facts, and it's been a reason that I was talking about her or she was trending in media. I haven't just she ain't been chilling, and I just dry ass made a video about her. People can't say that about me. I don't do that. So hey,
I
and
mean, if you did, there's other people that literally troll people just for no reason, just
and
because.
I don't do that. If I don't know if you noticed, but when I make my videos, I don't post ugly pictures of them. I don't talk about their appearance. When I made videos of Cardi, you ain't never heard me call her any type of uglies. I don't comment on their videos. I don't tag them when I'm talking to them about a video because I'm not looking for you to see it. But if you run across it, hey. But my goal is for you not to see it. I don't give a damn if you see it. I'm just giving my opinion. Everybody be like, "Oh, you talk about this person so much, you wanted them." No, I don't give a damn if they see it. They do.
Okay, so okay. So another one of my favorite videos, another of my topics that you did, we kind of just went over it. So it was another video. I'm gonna get into my recites, my acting. I want to know if you. I'm gonna do my recite. I want to know if you can point out what videos I'm talking about. How y'all gonna keep on saying that she snuck her? How you gonna say snuck somebody in their face? All right, hell no. Back on up. Back on up. Y'all be so dense on the net. Krishan definitely snuck low.
Oh
Cause
yeah, I
let it
know.
be y'all. Let it be y'all sitting up in there and somebody was having a
Right,
conversation. Somebody snuck you. You would be swearing up and down that they would have snuck you,
right,
especially if you had 3 knots on your head. Like
right.
y'all will ride Krishan dick so hard knowing she's in the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, he was going off
That
about
didn't make no
that.
sense because I do understand that there be a lot of kids on social media and teenagers, and they think that that's how you handle stuff in real life. In real life, shit don't happen like that. You don't just be having a normal conversation, then a bitch haul off and pop you in your shit. Like grown adults don't advocate, move like that in real life. So I'm like, but on social media, they was all in my comments about some. She didn't sneak her. She didn't sneak her. Okay, if that's y'all opinion, hey. But when it's y'all, don't say y'all got snuck. Remember, it's all like I could see if it's a sneak because if we had this conversation and the energy is hype and now one could say she should have been on guard because when I see a bitch sitting up, I'ma naturally be like, okay, what you trying to do? But everybody not like that still, but it's crazy.
Yeah. So some other videos that I've seen on your profile was the toilet paper people. I know who we talking about. You be like, you toilet paper people are always da 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 da. Why
Hmm.
do you call them toilet paper people?
Because TikTok is like a trend. Everybody got a name for them, and I was like, what's my gonna be my name for them? Because I used to just call them Neanderthals, or like or I used to be like the people from the mountains of nowhere. But I was like, yeah, and then I just started saying toilet paper people, so it just stuck. And that's why I've been
Thought
saying it.
about you ever thought about doing comedy for real? Like, have you ever
No,
thought about like taking
I've
it
been
to a
told
bigger
that
platform?
I do want to take my work to a bigger platform and like what I do to a bigger platform, definitely. And I definitely want to make money from it. But as far as comedian, I'm not like a stand-up type of comedian. I'm just like a naturally type of like I don't
Dark
think
sense
I'm
of
being funny.
humor.
Yeah, not even that. I'm just a natural type of funny, and people be like, I don't know that I'm being funny, but people will be laughing. I'm like, oh, okay, that must have been funny. Like it just be me normally, and people be laughing. So it's not. I'm not like a stand up and try to make people laugh type of person. So I don't see myself doing comedy.
But that's the new comedy when people just naturally, because I'm naturally funny too. I'll be
Yeah.
like, what did I say? But I love making people laugh. I love bringing joy to people. And one thing I like about your profile is that even though you talk about a lot of controversial stuff and you cover all topics, not like you just stay on one topic, you
Exactly.
bring comedy, you bring like lesson learned, like you bring that. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I wanted to sit down and have this conversation with you because I really want to like meet him and get on his like see what he's doing. He deserves, like why ain't nobody interviewing these people that actually have common sense and see what's going on with them, so I'm like, let me do that. Fuck
Thank
it.
you.
So yeah, I appreciate you taking the time out. So so yeah, so I'll be on my 15s and my lunch, and I'll be scrolling through TikTok, and I always make sure to go to your profile, make sure is he updating something.
Yeah,
Um,
I have my messages open because anybody on TikTok can message me. You don't have to message me so I can follow you back.
okay. So now I want to talk about the stitchings that you do. So the stitching thing I'm kind of new to. So stitchings is when like you play somebody else's video that they did, like maybe five or however you control the duration of it, and then you make your video after that explaining whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to stitching, do you feel like first of all, do you even get to want to stitch the people that you want to stitch, or is it just
Oh,
like
no. Half the time, when I could have so many more viral videos if people turned their stitches on. Like if I could stitch half, I'll be having so many good ideas about all type of things, and then I'll be, oh, I'm gonna stitch this. Those stitches be turned off. And then I'd be like, it's not gonna make sense if I screen record it and then do it like that. It'd just be funnier if it was stitched. So I just be missing out on a lot of opportunities because people don't stitch their stuff.
mm-mm-mm. So has any other like brand or companies ever came to you because you do have a platform? Like have they ever been like, hey, we want you to like advertise or sponsor for this? Like
I don't know. I have to check my email. I have some, but I thought they was fake, so I didn't really pay attention to them. But I don't know. I don't really go through my email like that, and I'm trying to get better with that. So probably, but as of now, I'm gonna say no because no. But if y'all watching, do that.
has anybody ever like reached out to you for an interview besides myself?
Yeah, I've been reached out for an interview before, but I really didn't want to do it, so I didn't do it, and I'm not gonna say no names. And then I've also been on some, them Snapchat pages. Like I've been on the Daily News on Snapchat, and then there's like another little article that posted me when Cardi B got mad at me for what I said.
So when the celebrities post you and they kind of drag you, does it ever like drop your heart? Because this is like a celebrity, even though I'm not celebrity. Like how did it say like celeb crazy or something like that? Does it
I would have
like
to
to jump
have
out
a
like
heart for it to drop. So yeah, no, it never drops my heart, and I'm never shocked. It's I was shocked when Nicki Minaj posted me. I was like, oh yay, Nicki. But when Cardi did what she did, I wasn't tripping because, like I said, she could say and feel how she wants to feel because at the end of the day, it's an opinion, and she don't have to agree with it. And that's exactly what happened. She didn't agree with it. So hey,
have any celebrities that you've critiqued on your platform ever inboxed you personally and told you to take this down or have some type of controversy with you?
no, but look, I had a video of Amarion and his brother eating watermelon on stage, man. It was at 1 million views in a night. It got taken down for sexual harassment because I said, I know they wrong as it was a funny ass video. It was funny as hell. And I guess they felt played because it went so viral in the night and that shit got taken down. And I know it had to be them. Because they wasn't nobody talking about them. It had to be them. But I ain't gonna say that. It probably was just TikTok, but I don't see how it could be sexual harassment. It was nothing sexual said in the video. The only thing sexual was them eating them damn watermelons.
Speaking of watermelons, I remember I ran across this video that you did when you were like, all right, y'all, so I have this watermelon with me and I want some watermelon. I got my salt with me.
Oh yeah.
Don't mind the camera. I'm the only one in the building. So I'm going to throw this watermelon on the floor because I forgot to bring a damn knife. So it's going to be a mess. But guess who's in charge of the camera, bitches?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. So how did you feel doing that video?
No, I just natural shit. Just I wanted my watermelon. Now I should have just busted it on the counter, but I wasn't thinking. I just did it real fast, and that's how that video was made.
So you really ate the watermelon for real?
It was in the bag. It wasn't on the floor. So yeah, of course. Now the watermelon that went out of the bag, I threw that up. I cleaned it up and threw that away.
Okay. So your job is a night security person.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you wanted to do like a night security job? Because overnights is
Oh,
tough.
I was tired of working at warehouses and getting paid the same to sit on my ass. I get paid more now than I got paid working at Amazon, Sterlite. Sterlite was so tedious. Oh, that was the worst job ever. And I've just worked at so many warehouses. I was tired of working at warehouses. So I was like, let me get something I can sit down. And that's another reason I started doing content. Because it's like I'm sitting at work. I might as well, do something.
Okay. So, do you feel like this would be like your last 9 to 5? Like you feel like you could just settle here, or do you feel like I'm gonna just use it just to rack up some money and then move to something different that I like?
Man, I don't know. I'm just whatever God has planned. I hope it's something great and grand. Okay,
I hear that.
that's all
I
I can
hear
tell you. That's all I can tell you.
that. So I have some videos that I'm gonna post up, and I'm gonna want your opinion on it, your honest opinions. If you want to drag it, you can. This is your interview. We have a lot of time. So
Okay.
Quan, could you please
How many
bring up the
people are in the
first
chat? I
video?
can't see anything like that.
I have no idea. Like 4 people? It doesn't tell me.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, I can't either. Quan, can you just put up my first video, please? I have for Mr. Duprii.
To me. Y'all can say what y'all want about Candy. I initially agreed with her. Now, I wasn't up and around in the 90s, so I can't tell you who was the bigger group. Let me know if you was up and around in the 90s, who was the bigger group out of SWV and Escape. I personally know more songs from Escape. The fact that Candy got all her ops linking is so hilarious. Now, I do feel like Latasha is the best singer between both groups. Not better than Tamar, but definitely better than both groups. But I do feel like she's the main cause and majority of the reason why the group couldn't go further and why her career didn't go further. Because I love her songs Show Off and Liar Liar. I listen to
I've
those
never
songs
heard
all
those
the
songs
time.
before.
But I feel like her attitude has really hindered her career. Now, I really don't have much of an opinion on this because I feel like it's petty as hell.
Okay, so how so obviously you watched the Escape and SWV show. So how did you feel about watching that show? Did you think it was good?
I mean, I was on the fence of like, is this all for show? Like, is this a real, like, are they really like at odds or are they doing this for views? That's how I was at first, but now I feel like it's real. But like, I stand where I stand in that video. Basically, I feel the same way, except for the Latasha is the better singer across both groups. I don't feel like that no more, but she's still a good singer.
You don't feel like that no more?
Yeah, I went and did some more research, and I was like, in the prime, it was Coco. It might still be Coco. I don't know. So
Oh. Okay, so do you believe that I'm sorry. Do you believe that Tasha and Rocky stole Tamika's money? Oh, we got a little disconnection.
I can't.
Can
Okay.
you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. So do you believe that Tasha and Rocky stole Tamika's money?
Man, look, I have no idea. I can't speak on that type of stuff. Like, as far as what I think it's crazy that it all floated out in front of us. That's what I think about that. But I will say this: if this is old, why did you bring it up when them cameras started rolling? I would have brought this up whenever the hell I found out about it. Because they're making it seem like it was some years ago that they stole the money. Why wasn't this brought up years ago when the money was stolen? Don't wait till the cameras come and expect me to feel like you genuinely feel like this now. I mean, like, but if I don't know, child, it's crazy.
Who do
But
you
I ain't
feel
gonna say
like
I
should
can. Hmm.
okay. So who do you feel like should be headliners? SWV or Escape?
I feel like Escape because I feel like they have more of a production. They do more as far as like. Have you watched both of them live? Escape
Hmm.
has a better production. They put more money into it, so it just makes more sense for them to open. If this was the
Okay.
'90s and SWV was the biggest group, it made more sense for them to open. But it's not the '90s.
Okay. So do you believe that because I remember Candy has said something that her and Tiny have a bigger following than SWV altogether.
I think that don't
Now,
matter.
okay, that just answers my question. So, because
I
I
feel like that
mean,
type of shit do not matter. I mean, it do, but it doesn't because followers could be brought. But in the same sense, it's
and
like,
bots.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, it don't matter. But
Okay.
luckily, Escape has the fact that they have more relevance to back that up. Because if they didn't have that relevance, as far as what they've done separately, I feel like that would have been a very dumb statement. Just how I said in the video about people clowning Sweetie and Megan for they sales, and people was going off of Instagram. That's dumb as hell. Instagram is not an indication of anything, really. Not a damn thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
because Beyonce, I mean, because I love Beyonce. I'm a Beyonce fan. She has like 200 million followers, and Renaissance went altogether. I want to say the last time I seen something like 5 times platinum. I want to say. So it's kind of like when artists drop albums, you would expect that because they have over like 3 million followers, that the albums they sell, since they have those followers there, they would at least sell platinum the first day that it came out. It's kind of
I
just
don't
like when
think
you
that.
drop. I don't think that either. It's kind of just like when you post a video. Like I have over 1,000, almost 2,000 followers. I'll post a video or picture. You can go now. It's only like 56 people up to 75, unless I'm standing with a celebrity or if I'm doing something that's greater out of people didn't think I was going to do, will have over 100 and some views. But you will never see it get over like 600, unless I was with a celebrity.
Mhm.
So some are there, but they're really not. But they pick and choose when they want to like. So
Right.
I get.
That's why I
So
say you
Quan,
can never, like, out of all those people, ain't no telling who is doing what in the world at what time. Like, they're stupid to base anything off of Instagram followers besides your damn likes.
so Quan, can you bring up our next video starting from the beginning, please?
Are so fucking annoying. A lot of y'all are literally just like y'all ancestors. I've heard absolutely nobody talk about Beyonce's album. I've heard any and everyone talk about Harry's. You're full of shit. No one knows any song from Harry's album besides As It Was. Like, y'all real life like to rewrite history. If nobody talked about Beyonce's album, what the fuck was all those challenges when her album dropped? What was the Cuff It challenge? What was people making Alien Superstar edits for?
Okay. So that video, do you still stand with that opinion?
Absolutely. I still don't know a damn song from Harry's album besides As It Was. And they know they don't either. I don't know why people trying to play it as if Renaissance, like, it's not her best album and body of work. And it, like, but we're not going to sit here and act like challenges wasn't every damn word.
Yeah. So, do you believe that the Grammys are just rigged at this point?
I, child, I mean, I feel like as far as if you're an artist, it's still a great thing to get a Grammy, but it doesn't mean what it used to mean. To I guess I'm gonna put it like that.
Okay. Quan, can you bring up our next video starting from the beginning, please? These are fun. I've never did
So
this before with
basically, the
anybody.
video starts off with this girl in the red yelling and screaming in her teacher's face. The teacher is stepping outside trying to look for security or some type of assistance, and the student tries to close the door on her and push her out of her own classroom. So the teacher ends up getting back in her classroom, and the girl starts pushing her. So the teacher is pushing her back to get her off of her. The girl starts hitting the teacher. The teacher grabs her by her hair and drags her to the ground, but the teacher is not hitting her. The teacher never hit her. So they on the ground. The student gets up and starts beating on the teacher. The teacher's leg is bent the opposite direction, y'all. The teacher broke her damn leg. Like, the teacher literally broke her leg and left on a stretcher. Now she's sitting in the hospital with a GoFundMe and a broken leg. Like, I have a lot to say about this situation because it's not even just the girl who was in the altercation with the teacher. It's the classroom full of students who sat there, watched the whole thing happen, and did nothing but pull their phones out and laugh. Like, a lot of these teenagers and kids today are batshit crazy, and a lot of it has to do with social media. And you know it's bad because I'm still young. I'm only in my 20s. I graduated in 2018. And these teenagers are completely different from what we were like. When I was in school, we would never let another student fight the teacher, even if we didn't necessarily like the teacher. Like, hey, nah, you tripping, you going too far. We would have never let that happen. Even if we would have video, we still wouldn't have let it went that far. Like, me and my friends was talking like, hell no, these kids are different. And that's not good, that's not cute, that's not something to brag about. And it's time that we didn't have a conversation about all these shows that promote violence. Zeus needs to be taken down. Everything on that platform is something negative. Them kids watch Baddie South, Love and Hip Hop, and Bad Boys Club, and they think that that's how you operate and move in real life with other adults. Like, these kids have too much access to internet, and the stuff that they're watching on TV and social media is not helping. Like I feel like at least for my peers, we understood that Bad Girls Club was not real life. And even still, when we were watching Bad Girls Club, at least they had a therapist come in and try to talk to the girls about their feelings. You ain't seen that on none of these new shows that didn't came out. You just seen a whole bunch of fighting with no resolution and arguing. These new shows literally are just to cause drama and then have a reunion. Like this approach that y'all are taking with raising y'all kids is not working. Stop listening to social media because they gonna tell you everything you do is wrong. Whoop that ass, but don't just whoop it to whoop it. Let them know why they receiving this ass whooping.
So what made you just go off? Like, what made you just make that video? Like, all right, we got to sit and talk about this.
Well, that's how I do my content. I just talk about whatever I want to talk about. I seen a video on Twitter and I said, "Nah, I'm gonna talk about this shit because this don't make no sense." Because this crazy to me. Like I said in the video, basically, when I was in school, we never would have let that happen. Somebody fight the teacher, like talk your shit, sure, but fight the teacher, that's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah,
So that's why I
I'm
talked about it, and that's how I do all my content. If I and I be telling my friends do that too if they want to do content. Just talk about whatever the hell's on your mind.
okay. Speaking of, you said something in the video about Zeus, and I know we were talking about Zeus earlier, but I'm gonna bring up this next video because there's another video after that that I think you should see. But I want to bring up this next video that
Mm-hmm.
relates to what we just changed.
That she snuck her. How do you sneak somebody in their face?
Okay, now, hell no, hell no, hell no. That's some bullshit. Y'all be so dense on the internet. Krishan definitely snuck low. Cause y'all be so full of shit on the internet. You can be sitting face to face to somebody. If they haul off and hit your ass and y'all didn't say shit about fighting or the energy wasn't even on that type of time, yes, that person snuck you. Like, come on now, that's common sense. She did the same shit to Persuasion. Everybody was sitting around telling each other how they felt. She hauled off and snuck Persuasion while she was sitting down on the scene. The energy never gave, oh, we're about to fight. We talking about fighting. So yeah, if you haul off and hit somebody unexpectedly, that's sneaking them. Like y'all will ride Krishan Dick so hard knowing she's in the wrong. Cause let it be y'all. Let it be y'all sitting down on the couch having a regular conversation and somebody haul off and hit you in your face. You're gonna be swearing up and down that they snuck you and it wasn't a fair fight. Especially if you have
Okay, so that's one of my favorite videos. I already gave my opinion on that earlier. So you did the stitching to that. So do you feel like she was just on some bullshit?
yes, I feel like people didn't feel like I feel like people get up and say things without thinking about what if it was you. Because that's what I would be thinking. What if I got snuck like that on the couch? Bitch, you did sneak me. Like, no. I'm not gonna and then you got some knots on your head. You would definitely be telling people you got snuck. Like what? Would them knots been on your head if you was standing face to face with her? Like that's how my question would be for her.
Okay. So I don't know if you've seen this, and I know that earlier we talked about the stitching situation, and I don't do things to cause drama, but I just want to know if you were going to respond to this or if you just didn't care or she could have turned it off. So I want to play this next video in response to what she said for when you stitched that.
Saying that she snuck her. How do you sneak somebody in their face?
Okay, now, hell no, hell no. That's some bullshit. Y'all be so on the internet. Krishan definitely snuck low. Cause y'all be so full of shit on the internet. You can be sitting face to face to somebody. If they haul off and hit your ass and y'all didn't say shit about fighting or the energy wasn't even on that type of time, yes, that person snuck you. Like, come on now, that's common sense. She did the same shit to Persuade.
This the last time I'm gonna say something about this because y'all starting to piss me off. Like for real. Maybe if y'all use the correct terminology, I will understand and I will be on y'all side. She did not sneak her. A sneak is when you do not see the person coming. I don't know where y'all from. I don't know where y'all grew up at, but where I'm from, I done seen some bitches get sneaked. And that mean they came from behind around the corner and said, bitch, like what Stunner did to Tommy, that's a sneak. Krishan does not sneak people. She rushes people. If y'all are face to face, how can you sneak somebody in their face? You seen them coming. You were just too slow because they rushed you. Did I say it was right? No. So all y'all talking about some, oh, y'all like the dick right, Krishan. I know when I know when Krishan is wrong. What are you talking about? I'm talking about this situation. Like, y'all really dumb as fuck. Like, you talking about this, oh, y'all just so online. No, y'all so online. I done seen fights in real.
And I ain't watched the whole damn video. I ain't see all that. And I feel like she's talking about the right terminology. Girl, no. Somebody hit you and you're not prepared to fight and y'all not talking about fighting, you got snubbed. Point blanks, period. Like, there's not even much to go into right there. She's talking about some snook is when you don't see the person coming. She didn't see her coming. They were having a conversation. Just because I'm looking at a bitch, if we were face to face right now, we're having a normal conversation, right? If I haul off and just start hitting you, you would be shocked as fuck and be like, you got snuck. Because that's not, what the hell? Like, you see me, and you would technically see me coming, but you didn't know that that's what I was about to do. So you got snuck. Like, that's crazy as hell to say somebody didn't get snuck because they were sitting, they seen the person. Like, hell no.
So you think she was just talking on her ass?
Definitely. Like I said, I didn't even watch the whole video. I probably watched the first little half, and then I didn't watch the rest.
Oh, I didn't want to record. As you see, I cut some of the video short. I didn't need to show everything, but yeah, when I see now, it's like, oh, you know, he gonna get you right.
I didn't feel like responding because I already responded once, and what I said still stood. Like, you were kissing Krishan's ass, like I said, because if it was you, you would be telling people you got slut. Point blank, period.
You know what? And I don't want to make this about the show, but do you feel like on that show, because we've all wanted an all-star cast, right? Like we wanted all the bitches that really was like that, because we sick of seeing the strong bitches team up against the weaker bitches and it just be an
Mm-hmm.
easier punk. So now that we got that, we got Tommy, Krishan, Rolly, Low, Cat, when she used the infamous snatch bitches. So when we see the show, it's kind of like, okay, everybody's kind of tiptoeing around each other. Nobody really wants to say what they really want to say, but like a select few, and you know who they are, which is two people. So, do you feel like it's a lot of picking and choosing, or the girls are scared of each other? Because even on the baddies page that I have on Twitter, they all are saying the same thing.
Try. I don't know. I don't know how they feel about each other. I just feel like, as far as like y'all pussies to me, because can't no bitch talk about some this my show, and I'm not gonna turn my head and be like, bitch, how you figure? How you figure this your show? That's I'm referring to Krishan talking about this her show. How you figure? If I was any of the other girls, I'd have been looking at her like, bitch, no, you're on the show just like me. This is not your damn show. But like I said, I feel like everybody was tiptoeing around her. So
Okay, can we play the next video, please?
Difference between the rich and the poor is their mindset. If you take all the money in this world and we divide it equally, it will soon go back to its own pocket. It's the same reason why 70% of lottery winners go broke within 3 to 5 years of winning a huge lottery. Let me give you 4 key mindset shifts that I had to make to go from a broke dental school dropout student to becoming a multimillionaire by age 30. Number 1, you have to stop complaining. Complaining is the worst thing you can do for your health and for your wealth. I'm a huge believer that what you focus on expands. So if you're complaining, that means you're focusing on problems, which means you're only going to attract more problems in your life. Number 2, you have to stop being comfortable. The biggest difference between the rich and the poor is poor people are always seeking comfort, while the rich people are comfortable being uncomfortable. Number 3, you have to learn to shift your perspective and control your focus. Rich people are always focusing on possibilities, which results in bringing more opportunities in their life. On the other hand, poor people are always focusing on problems, which results in more problems and obstacles in their life. Same business opportunity, rich people will see potential growth, and poor people see potential loss. Number 4, poor people are always living a fearful life, making choices based on their fear, constantly searching for problems. Their primary mindset is, oh, what if it doesn't work out? Middle class is slightly.
Now, I would like to know your opinion on that video and what he was saying. Do you agree with that?
I agree with some of what he was saying. Like some was good points, especially like the being uncomfortable, like getting out of your space. Like I do feel like people in property do get a little bit comfortable, but still, like I feel like everybody gets comfortable. Like I agree with some of what he was saying, and some of it I was like side eyeing. Like you sound like you talking from a perspective of somebody who's rich and has always been rich. But that's how some of it sounded. But a lot of it was good advice.
Okay.
How do you
So
feel about it?
how do I feel about it? I feel like I do agree with some of the things he was saying. I but I mostly feel like it's coming from. I feel like this. You don't really know what people got going on. And let's face it, there's people who purposely put themselves in fucking turmoil because of whatever they desire. You know, like spending money on Balenciaga, Versace, or stuff like that. Going paying $1,000 to take pictures with Chris Brown, which was your rent money, just to look good on fucking Facebook. So stuff like that. So I do feel like as poor people, we do. I'm not saying I do or you. I'm not saying we do. I don't do it, but we do like put our energy into like what we want versus what we need, and that's the problem with this economy as a whole. It's not just black people; it's some a lot of white people too.
Right.
And I just feel like it's so. And I've noticed this on TikTok too. And I'm want to do. It's always easy for people to just give well, here's how you do it. This is how you can get where I can get. Is that really a solution? Because it's just like, okay, you got
Okay.
to where you got, but it's like I don't know how you got to that position. Your life is just as different as mine. Everybody's road is the same. Just because you did it a one way worked out for you, don't mean it's gonna work out for me. Shit, I might
Okay.
lose my life doing it the same way you did it. I don't know. You probably didn't even do it that way that you probably telling me to do. You probably did it a different way, just trying to scam just to get me to do it, so you could just get it exploited and profit off of that to see what's gonna put you in a higher standpoint. So I get what he was saying, but I just feel like, bro, if you're not gonna give me a $10,000 check or make a video of all the things that you did and be descriptive of it, then I don't want it.
Right. Because telling me I could do it, bitch, apparently, duh, if I had the resources.
Exactly, and it's like and even though Japanese people, I'm not being racist, but it's like look at their skin color versus ours. In the eyes of the white man, you are white. We are not. So it's like you have a pass. It's kind of just like how like when you graduate college, you go to college because you want to get a better job that pays more so you can now, how we were growing up, survive or just getting by. But it's like you notice how people that are white or at least a lighter complexion get more of opportunities, especially if they have desirability versus people who are like darker skin or whatever the case may be. Even people that are light skinned and less desirable. So it's
Mhm.
like, I see all that. Do you see that too? Like
Yeah,
in life?
of course, of course, of course.
So can we play this next video, please?
Don't be deceived in this hour. That's another deceit. I have a plethora of messages for people. Deception is running the land, and this is not a time, in my opinion. Everybody should be going home, going to work, going to church, going home, going to work, getting your Bible, pray. This is the season for that, and that only. Like my birthday next week, I'm not thinking about a master plan. Me hanging out. Them days is over. We didn't live life, and if you didn't, I'm sorry. Bless your heart. But we've lived enough. We've lived up enough. Now it's time to get in the secret place. We have so many things that are taking place in the world, and y'all not thinking about this. Am I the only one? Literally, people just seen a fallen angel flying in the sky, not the air, the sky. If I was a pastor and I had to get up and preach, my words would only be of that Jesus is coming. Get your heart.
So what's your opinion on that?
I feel like I hate when people tell people what they need to do. Everybody should just live life how they want to live it. Ain't no certain way. to do it. Ain't no go to church, do this, we party, we did this. Hell no, do what you want to do. Live life how you think you want to live it in the moment that you're in. That's how I feel. Eras.
Can we play this next video, please? I think it's the last video.
Easy, they understand their options. Hey, you want to come work this dick shit job and get paid $52,000 a year, or do you want to stay home and make TikToks and make $60,000 a year? Yeah, companies are completely fucked. If you don't give a fuck about your employees, why the fuck should they care about you? Gen Z's.
I agree. Absolutely, definitely. I would not be working my job that I work now if I could make money that I need to make from social media. I don't think nobody would. I mean, depending on what the money look like, I might still do something like I might still do this job because it's very easy. But like, definitely, I agree with that. And these companies don't care about you, and I've learned that in my working experience in my adulthood. Like,
Can you share
ain't
one
no
story with me?
about like what.
Like like what you just said. Like I've experienced that in my
Oh yeah, like I
or
got
these companies like
fired
this.
a day before, not even a day, like not even 2 weeks or a week before, a day before I was finna take my vacation for reaching a year at my company racetrack. They fired me for stealing a damn water bottle.
You
A
stole a
water
water
bottle.
bottle?
Now, mind you, it wasn't stealing. We all used to just get the racetrack brand water bottles and just drink them out the refrigerator because we worked there and there was no problem. The managers, every manager we had used to do it. But child, they just wanted to get me out the store. And I'm like, that shit crazy. I had done so much for them. I wasn't the overnight manager, but bitch, I might as well have been because I was doing everything. I was doing the end of the day, closing the store, opening the store. It was crazy. And I was just like, after that, I'll never give my all to a job.
Yeah, I actually have a story with Amtrak. I was working at Amtrak for going on 5 months, and my brother actually got doing them type of jobs. Probably I was making over like $25 an hour. I was making bank degree.
Oh
Like
wow.
I'm like, oh, I could finally pay off my student loans in the next year or two. Like
Mm-hmm.
so. I was always the type, I don't fuck with nobody. I'm the type I just come in and skate through my 8 and go home. My coworkers are not my friend. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you felt if you probably have dealt with this. Coworkers be trying to be your friend, and then it's just like, especially with the older people, and it's just like when you give that hint, like we could be cool, but it's like I don't want to be friends with you. I don't really want to talk to you. It's just not. It's just one of them days. They will take that to heart so much, and they will try their best to group up and get you the fuck out of there. And I feel like that's what happened with me. And I wasn't joining in any reindeer games or dick riding. And one day my boss just came in and was like, "Oh well, because I had asked about why we didn't go to ticket school. Because I thought, everybody else that was getting new hires going to ticket school. Mind you, there was a new white girl that was there who was the daughter of somebody that was a higher up.
Mm-hmm.
So I got brought into the office, and one of my bosses was complaining about. First, she brought me talking about ticket school, because another white person that was there was older snitched and went back and I guess screwed up what I said. Long story short, she brought up the fact that she feels like I don't smile enough and all this other stuff, which is bullshit, and that I don't say hi to her when she comes into the room, which was bullshit. And then she made me my last warning. So I left the room, came back the next day, kissed customers' asses and all that, and I've been so nice. I've had a lot of customer compliments, never had no complaints. So she brings me into the office. She's like, "Oh, well, I just decided to just withdraw your application from Amtrak. I have to protect my company. I have to, look out for Amtrak." She was talking to me like I was a fucking terrorist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, mind you, I'm getting the fuck up at 2 in the morning to travel an hour, which I got paid by time mileage. Let me tell you, that was
Mm-hmm.
to go to a station by myself to deal with basically no fucking body. It was like your job, but in the morning and daytime. So it's like the fact that I had to put wear and tear on my car, even though y'all did pay me for that. My body has wear and tear from waking up at 2 in the fucking morning and not going to bed until like, you know, to get up to do it all over again. So it's like, why would y'all sit here and have me do all that and you already had it in your mind you want to get rid of me? But my thing is like, I've been there for 5 months. Why is this the issue now? And out of
Right.
all the motherfuckers that was there, all them people that you used to complain to me about how they used to gossip and stuff, why are they still here if they're an issue? So
That's
when
how I
that
feel.
video So in the video, it's just like they keep saying like, "Oh, we have an option," or I have this friend where he's like, "Oh, well, you're from the generation where you get in, y'all think that people owe y'all something." I said, "Hell, fucking yeah, hell, motherfucking yeah." Because people before us, like y'all, got shit. Well, it was easier opportunities for y'all. The music industry, especially the entertainment. Now it's just like you got to be this, you got to be that, you got to kiss ass and do this and that, even just to get a goddamn to get your foot in a damn job.
Right.
So it's like the purpose of me showing that video was just to show like we don't have it easy. That video just proved it. And that's why TikTok needs to stay. Because nobody's talking about this on the news. Nobody's talking about this on social media as much.
Mm-hmm.
So do you like so you say you don't want to give it your all. So the security job is just like, do you like this job or do you love it?
Like I said, it's just something to do right now. Like I said, I want to make content full time at some point. So that's what I'm hoping for. But just keep making my videos, and hopefully I can get paid and start doing sponsorships and stuff like that.
Have you ever thought about doing like a YouTube channel? Like you sat down
Yeah,
King
I
of Reed
plan on making
styles?
a YouTube soon.
Do you watch King of Reeds?
Uh-uh.
Oh
Who
God.
was that?
Justin James, you should watch him. He's real good.
I watch
He's
people
real
like Mob Radio, Malagograms. I watch every now and then I watch Ramon Wiggins. I like how he does his stuff, like his setup. And I watch Tasha K. But I really, since I started making content, I haven't watched anybody like I used to, because I don't know. I be trying to get my own ideas and stuff, so I don't even be watching that stuff because I be trying to pull together my own, see what I'm gonna talk about.
Gotta stay focused. See me, I watch King Payne. I used to watch Armand. I pick and choose with Armand because Armand he's very biased when it comes to a lot of people.
Okay,
Like
look,
like
listen.
he was dragging Nicki Minaj, and I'm not a big Nicki Minaj fan because I don't know the lady from a hole in the wall. I like her music, but I'm all for the facts and what's right. And I feel like whether Nicki Minaj is right or wrong, yes, bloggers are gonna drag, they're gonna do whatever. I mean, look at what Jason Lee does. Look at what Tasha K do. Look at what all these other people do. It don't make no difference. But it's just like if you're gonna drag somebody, I feel like you should stand on it. I don't feel like you should just drag somebody and then want to backtrack because her cult is coming for you. And then it's like now you're picking on another artist, which is Lotto. And
Oh,
now it's like you coming after Lotto now. And now it's like you're trying to get back in Nicki's gracious, and the bars can easily see that you're being an ass kisser. He did an interview with Natalie Nunn and kissed her whole ass because he wants the host. Natalie Nunn don't even see it for him at all.
no, see,
So it's
I
like, what's
don't watch enough to keep up like that. I like his setup though, like how he has the microphone, like the lighting and like the background and all that. It's real cute.
okay,
And then
okay.
like Milagro, I like how she just, how she give it up basically.
Because I watch these people to learn and to like, because I like Armand's setting too. He has a dope setup. King of Reeds has a dope setup. I mostly watch King of Reeds out of all of them. I don't really get into Tasha K as much because I only see like clips of her because I feel like she's too much of like into drama. Like it's kind of like okay, but to each his own. But it's just like yeah, I get in. I usually like to watch people who have a good setup, and I kind of listen to learn and be like, okay, well, how can I do it different than what this person was? So when I step into my own, like kind of
Right.
how like what we're doing. So that's why I keep up or used to keep up with most of them. Now I just keep up with King of Reeds because he touches on all different topics and all that other stuff. I really don't watch anybody else. I
I
really
was gonna say,
don't.
yeah, I really right now I'm not watching anybody. I try to watch Milagro every now and then, but like I said, I don't be able to watch it like I used to, especially full out because I be having to talk about my own shit or I be tired. Shit.
Okay. Okay. So, when do you feel like your own YouTube? What are you gonna call your YouTube channel?
I can't tell you anything right now. It's all gonna be a surprise. But I will have
Okay.
a name and all of that, and I am thinking about it.
I have a name in mind, but
Because I don't want something cliche, but I want to have like my own little, catchphrase, a little catchy name, and all of that. So we'll see.
Okay, okay. So what's next for you besides the YouTube channel that's coming up? Like, you
Oh, I
doing
have so much
TikTok?
content planned. Right now I'm finna start looking for a new apartment. So I'm gonna have all that. I'm finna get a cat. So I already have a dog. So I'm finna vlog how, merging my cat with my dog and see how they get along. Like I said, I'm finna start doing a new wardrobe, like finding a new wardrobe and like a new style for me to wear. I have a lot of content planned.
How come you're not as active on Instagram?
Oh, everybody asks me that. I don't know. I need to just post on there, but I don't know. I'm just not. Instagram ain't what it used to be, but I need to start being more active. I used to be really, really active on Twitter. I used to have so many viral Twitter tweets and all that, and then my page got deleted, and it was like my fourth time getting deleted, and I said I'm not going back. I'm back now. I'm back now, but it ain't the same.
Wait, what do you mean Instagram's not the same anymore?
I don't know. Like, I don't even like the timeline. Not the same. The timeline be delayed as hell. I don't even be watching the TikToks. Well, I guess they're not TikToks. The Rails.
Reels?
Yeah, I don't be watching them. Like I be forgetting to press that little thing at the bottom. So I'm gonna start though. I'm gonna start posting on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all of that.
See, there was a one video I want to bring up. Um, there's a video where you said something about it was the Cardi B thing, and then another person restitched and was just like talking about I don't even remember. It was something like you talking down on a woman. It has something to do with him, I guess, defending, making it about men doing that to women. I'm like, we're talking about, her doing that to men that she admitted it. And then you restitched and was just like went off. And I'm just like, I laughed.
Because what he tried to make it about had nothing to do with what we were talking about. So I'm like, that's crazy to try to make it a whole nother situation. And basically, he didn't even want to take or give her any type of accountability. He didn't even say what it was in the video that I was trying to talk about. I was talking. He said he tried to focus on the fact that I said she's not black. That's a fact as well. But aside from that, I was talking on the fact that she said she drove and robbed men. I'm not putting shit in her mouth. That's what she said. But hey, I'm off it now. I didn't post in my little content. Now I'm on to the next thing. Like I said, he'll be thinking I'm worried about these people. I don't think about these damn people when I'm
No, I
outside.
know.
I make my video. My videos don't take no more than 20 minutes. I make my little videos. I don't be thinking about these people outside of that. I might joke around with my little friend because one of my close friends is a Barty fan. So I might joke with them like, see, if I was a hater or something, why would I be friends with somebody who's a big ass fan of Barty? Like I don't think about that type of shit. I don't care like that. It's not that serious whatsoever.
That's how I be thinking. Like, it really ain't that serious or who on
Yeah,
whose
people
side.
be in
I
my
don't get
comments
how
about
people be into that.
people in my comments about your obsessed, bitch. I promise you, I could care less. It's literally a video.
You'll be surprised at the things people will point out, say who's obsessed with who, and then you find out what they be indulging
Me, they be indulging in me.
in.
Every time somebody say that, they always be in my comments a lot. I be like, well, if you don't like my content, why are you here so much?
Okay. Well, I had a great time talking with you. How do
I
you
had a
think
great
this
time.
interview went?
Huh?
How do you think this interview went?
I think it went good. I feel like, of course, I already have natural pointers. I feel like there were some things I probably couldn't have, like, shouldn't have talked about or shouldn't even talked on at the beginning. But like I said, it's my first interview, so hey,
Yeah, we kind of got carried away in the beginning, but
right.
yeah, to each its own. The first thing for everything.
But I
Um,
ain't say not a damn lie, so it don't matter. I'm content.
yeah,
But
but I
like I
try to
said, this
keep
is
it
my
on
first interview.
you, so.
Huh?
I try to keep it mostly on you, but you give your opinion. So,
Right.
but I don't want you to think I'm trying to set you up to go viral, and then they come for you like, oh, who is this? Like, no, it's not like that. I would never set nobody up and try to be like, oh, well, he talking shit. I ain't like that. I
Right.
ain't
I
like all
know
these other
within.
people that try to say, because if that was the case, all these videos I showed you had something to do with Gen Z, had something to do with a shitty job. I wanted your opinion on it. I really
Right.
don't care to start trouble with you and all these other. I don't know these people.
Right.
I just think you a funny person. I really
Thank
want to make you. I just really just want you to make me laugh. Like,
you.
let's take something negative and laugh about it.
Right.
We
I bet
all
you laughed a
grown.
lot.
Yeah, so uh my back is killing me, but I had a great time
Thank you,
talking
me
with
as well.
you. I think the interview went great. The
Me as
next
well.
time I have you up here, we just gonna keep it short and simple and not drag it into, but I feel like
We
we
were
did
just
good.
miscombobulated because our time zones were off.
Yeah. I wasn't talking about that.
Oh,
But I thank you so much for taking the time on me. I'm actually appreciative that you actually picked me that has no views out of everybody else that probably has a lot of views that you declined.
that's no look. I watched your content before I did accepted the interview, and I was like, oh, I like his content. And I was
Okay.
like, I need to start doing interviews at some point.
Oh, okay. That's actually kind of smart. I like when people, a common person would do that. Like, let me check this person out instead of just jumping on here. I would. But I
Right.
thank you so much. I will definitely be staying in contact. I will definitely keep being a supporter.
Thank
Keep
you.
making me laugh.
Likewise.
I love the message you bring out to people. I get the message. So let
Thank you.
nobody stop your
Likewise.
shine. You
I
want to roll
really
to
do
greatness.
appreciate it.
You want to roll to greatness. Just keep it going.
Amen.
I thank you so much, and until next time, Duprii, I will keep in touch with you.
All right.
We are
Nice meeting you.
signing. Nice meeting you too. We are signing out, everybody.
My mom said I need to do something.